Hello everybody and welcome to a new festival guide. This time we're going to talk about Intense Festival. I've been to Intense Festival like many times. I lost count and I freaking love it. It's always so good. So in this guide I'm going to talk about everything you need to know about Intense Festival. Whether you're going 1 day, 2 days or a full weekend. As you may know if you've been here before, I actually do have a general festival guide on my channel. You can find that in the description. You can also find a packing list in the description. So all of that is there. I also have all my discount codes down there. I'll also leave them up here. Some are really handy for festivals, like Festival Supply. They have a ton of gadgets, but you can see them right here and figure that out yourself. I can also really recommend YFood for weekenders, so you stay full and healthy, but more about that later. Use them if you want to. Let's dive into this weekend. Intense Festival is a full weekender. That's 3 full days of festival with a campsite. We have pre-parties, we have after parties, and on Monday you leave again. Also, there are still some tickets for Friday and Sunday as I'm filming this, but if you do want a ticket for anything that's sold out, please check Ticket Swap. It's the safest way to buy and swap tickets. I have my little cheat list here as usual, so I'm going to talk about the opening times of the festival, but also the campsite. June 2nd, that's Friday, Intense City opens at 9 and Intense Festival is from 2 till 12:30, so that's 12:30 in the night. Then June 3rd, that's a Saturday, the Intense Festival hours are 11 till 12, 11 in the morning, 12 in the night. And then on Sunday, the festival is from 1 to 11. A little note, the festival entrance closes at 11 on Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, the entrance closes at 10:30. So the location you put in your navigation is Sportpark Den Donk Sportlaan 10 in Oosterwijk. I usually just use the city that the festival's at for my navigation and then follow the right signs. If you're camping, you follow the camping site. If you're festival, you follow the festival signs. If you're artist crew or whatever, just follow the right signs. They're always really clear at Intense, so don't worry about that. They also have a kiss and ride. But of course, you can also come by train. There's shuttle buses from Central Station, Oosterwijk. On Saturday and Sunday, shuttle buses will run up and down between Oosterwijk and NS Station and the festival site all day long. With these shuttle buses, you can reach the festival site within 5 minutes. However, on Saturday and Sunday, the last bus returns to the station at 11:30. So don't miss your bus. It's quite a walk, I believe. But, you do you. You can also, of course, organize a bus trip. They do have multiple options on the website if you're interested in that. I always think it's really fun to do that with friends. I usually just drive by myself because I think it's easier. But going with friends is really nice. Also, if you want to save some money, carpooling is also a really good option. So let's talk about the campsite. Check-in is possible at the following times. It's only possible to enter and leave the campsite during check-in time. So if you leave after, you can come back in, so make sure to be careful with that. Friday, it's from 9 in the morning till 10:30 in the evening. Saturday, it's from 8 in the morning till 8 in the evening. And on Sunday, it's from 8 in the morning till 5 in the evening. On Monday, everybody needs to leave before 12. If you want to leave on Sunday, one tip that I have is to pack all your stuff on Sunday morning, throw everything in your car, make the walk back, and then just leave after the festival. Just go to the campsite, to the right parking. Don't leave at the festival entrance because you do need to go to the camping parking if you do that. But for me, that's always really nice. I'm sober, so I don't want to stay an extra night if I don't need to, even though there are, of course, after parties. So it is pretty damn fun on the campsite. But at Sunday, I'm just I want to go to my own bed and to the cats. We're not here at the moment. One is under the table. But yeah, that's a really good tip if you want to leave on Sunday night, is to pack in the morning. So if you don't want to bring all your stuff like a tent and everything like that, there are some accommodations at Intense Festival. I'm not sure what it's like right now, how many there's still left, how many you can still book, but let me go through them anyway. So of course you have the Festipi or Festi tent. If you see my vlogs, you know I love them. I'm staying in a teepee once again. It just means that your tent or your teepee is already there. All the stuff is inside. You don't need to bring much. I think this time I only need to bring a pillow and a sleeping bag. It is so much easier than to have to carry a tent and everything. Can really recommend it. Especially the teepees are very spacious. I love them, but the tents are really good as well. There's also Friendship District, so a place where you can camp with your friends. You do have to book that before the festival, so you can do it when you're there. I don't think you can book any accommodations when you're there. You have to do all this like before, so keep that in mind. Also, there's Urban Boutique. Something that's really interesting at Intense is the Greenside camping. This is a spot you can book. I don't think it costs any money, but correct me if I'm wrong. You can reserve a spot on the Greenside camping. First of all, it's kept very clean. I do have to say, Intense is very clean overall. I love that about Intense. There's always a lot of people walking around cleaning, but that's like a space that you need to keep really clean, so no littering and everything like that. And also there is silent hours, which are between 1 in the night and 8 in the morning. Honestly, if I didn't do like the teepee thing, which I fucking love, I would do that. Especially if you just want a normal sleep at night, that's perfect, because that's like a silent spot at the campsite where you can just properly sleep. So really, really good. I love that. You can also book a Intense festival tent or a city yard. If you get no accommodations, there's always going to be people around that will give you instructions where to put your tent. So don't worry about that. Just follow the instructions and you will know where to put your stuff. There's a ton of activities as usual on the Intense camping. I really like the Intense camping. My cats are always fighting when I film these videos. Come here. They're ignoring me. Great. But there is a after, which is a silent disco, which is always really fun. There's lounge areas. Often at these lounge areas, you can also charge your phone. I dropped my phone. These benches that have electricity in them. Really love that about Intense. It's so handy. There's beer pong. There's like lots of activities like that. There's also a cinema, which you know I love. There's a barbecue area. There's also coffee with Befront in the morning, which is so much fun. They're coming to get me. Let's talk about the facilities. Of course, there's an information point. If you have any questions, you can go there. There's a supermarket, a bathhouse, which is free between 6 and 9 in the morning. Honestly, I just pay and go during the night when it's like there's no people there. But yeah, the showers at Intense are usually pretty good, so that's good. There's lockers, as I said, there's electricity points. Of course, you can bring your own food and drinks, so I would suggest you do. If you travel from a different country, you can just go to the supermarket here and bring some. Let me sum up for you what you can bring. So you can bring a maximum of 1 6-pack of beer or 2 liters of wine per person. Drinks are only allowed in plastic bottles or cans. Glass is prohibited. Other than that, you can bring like everything, which is great. I would bring food. You know the YFood I always recommend. Let me grab it for the new people here. Also, I'm like party on the top and still workout on the bottom, but I'm having a concert tonight. I was like halfway through getting dressed. I was like, oh, I need to film this. Okay, let me. These. I love these. If you want to bring not too much food and everything, bring these. These are from YFood. You can use code Alena YouTube with a dash in between to get these. They're ready to drink complete meals. They fill you up really well. I got the salted caramel here, which is really good. They also have some new fruit flavors. They call them fruities. Freaking love them. You can read the back if you want to. But this is really good. It fills you up. What I usually do is I bring some like sandwiches or like some bread. I eat that in the morning when I wake up. Go around, explore the festival, go to the pre-party or whatever is going on. Then I drink one of these just before I enter the festival and I'm filled up for a few hours. That works out really well. I also have the bars of them usually, which is really good. And if you come from a different country and want to try them, like bring them. Obviously you can bring them on the plane, but you can get them at Albert Heijn and Jumbo in the Netherlands. So that's really good as well. So try these out. You can get a taster pack at the website as well. Code works on everything. So if you don't know what flavor to get a taster pack. But I can really recommend all the fruit flavors, and I really like the salted caramel as well. I have the vegan versions, but they also have like non-vegan versions, whatever you prefer. So that's a tip I have. Also, usually food and drinks at the campsite are cheaper than when you buy them at the actual festival. So if you do need to buy something, go to the campsite if you want to save some money. Also, some other things that are allowed. Nasal spray only with a doctor's statement. I've never had problem bringing nasal spray in anywhere, but just saying. Hay fever tablets provided they are packed in a closed original packaging. I don't know why that was so hard to read for me. Deodorant, roller, sunscreen in a bottle or tube of max 100 milliliters. Sprays are not allowed. Razors. 1 small party tent per group with the maximum dimensions of 3x3 and a handheld speaker. So If you have any questions of anything that I missed, let me know. I will put the packing list in the description, and let's talk about this lineup. As I'm filming this, the timetables haven't all dropped yet, only Friday is out, but I would really recommend downloading a app like Epic. I think Intense has their own app, I'm not quite sure, but I do really like Epic. I use Epic to make my own timetable, so I select every like little dot of people I want to see. I got distracted. I select every artist that I want to see and I get a notification. So I'm just gonna go through the lineup as it is, but really freaking excited for this. So on the main stage, I'm not gonna like, you can read, right? I'm gonna put them here, but we do have some interesting sets. Of course, on the main stage on Friday, we have Overdose presents the second dose, and we have Virtual's Dimension. We also have some really, really cool classic sets like Digital Punk Classics, E-Force Classics, and Mad Dog with a Millennium set. So that's really exciting on Friday. On Saturday, we have Code Black with a new act. It's Blurred. There was already some news about it out, but that's going to be interesting. On the indoor main stage, we have Hard Driver with Overload. We have on the Dynamite a lot of versus sets, so that's always interesting and always fun. On the Fanatics, we have Invector with Electronic Exuberance. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I have a degree in English. I should be able to say this right. And Unresolved with Alternate Identity Life. I have to zoom in. It's kind of small. I'm sorry. And then also on the Intense City stage, so on the camping stage, we have Ruler Straight Outta Pass. So those were the special sets on the Saturday, but it's a massive lineup. Saturday is going to be so good. I'm just gonna put it here so you can see everything. Oh, I see that Dimitri K and Rosa are also doing a early up-tempo set. Sorry, I missed that. That's also really, really cool. So just gonna leave it here so you can see it. So let's move to Sunday. Once again, I'll leave it here so you can read it yourself. But on the main stage, we have Bloodlust versus Unresolved, Bound by Blood Live. We have The Purge with Trippin'. I always love that. So the Dynamite is hosted by Dr. Peacock on Sunday. Fucking love that. I didn't check the other hostings. That's my bad. The Dynamite on Saturday is hosted by Party Racer and Dimitri K. And the indoor main stage on Saturday is Rebellion and Vertile. Let me move back to Sunday. I'm a bit of a mess today. And then we have the Dr. Peacock hosting on Sunday on the Dynamite, which I'm very excited for. We're gonna have Dr. Peacock and the Secret Squad with an early French Boy set. And Vite was doing Bomb Squad, but that whole lineup, love it. Then we have the Fanatics with the Strikers, Jackpot Live, Uncaged with Cage Fight, and Sigmod versus Mish with Rave Love. Then on the Relive, we have some really cool sets. I'm very excited for that. Always love me some early, especially on Sunday. And then we also have an Intense City stage again. I would really recommend, if you have a weekend ticket, to visit the Intense City stage during the day. It's like that one it's a massive truck. In the morning, it often drives around the campsite and then it parks and it has these sets on there. It's always really, really fun. So I would recommend checking it out. Anyway, really cool lineup. Some things I would suggest to do before, and I'm really annoyed you can see this cable here. I just noticed that. Ignore that. That's not, it's usually higher up. Anyway, I would definitely suggest looking into YFood if you want to bring your own food and everything. Good thing about this, you can also like rinse them out and use them as water bottles. It's great. I would also definitely check out Festival Supply. Let me show you some stuff. Hi, baby. Anyway, at Festival Supply, you can get, there's hair in my mouth, all kinds of gadgets. You have the CoinKeepr, so you can put your tokens in there for your water bottles. They also have the hard ones now. These are the soft ones. I actually really like the soft ones, but the hard ones you can just twist on them. They have them as well. They have hearing protection. Please protect your ears. And a ton more stuff. They have fans. They also have the big XXL fans. I do have them, but they're in my car outside. So I would suggest checking that out as well. Order with all your friends together, get everything at the same time, save some money. But yeah, these are all really handy. Anyways, I'll see you guys all at Intense Festival. If I forgot to answer some stuff, let me know. I think it's a pretty big walk to the campsite from the parking. So one thing I would recommend is getting like a cart or something you can put all your stuff in so you don't have to carry it all. And yeah, packing list down below, general festival guide below, and all other information as well. So I'll see you guys at Intense Festival, and please like and subscribe. I'll definitely do one for DEFCON as well, which is coming up. Let me know if you want one for Drop Zone. How many of you guys are going? I'm going to Drop Zone and Forbidden Island in Croatia this year. Also Decibel. So let me know and I'll do one. I mean, they're all pretty much the same, but there's all slight differences. So let's do this. Anyways, like and subscribe. Bye. I'm almost at like 17K or something. Let's go to 20. Okay, bye.